Florida is nicknamed the Sunshine State, so expect beautiful weather, awesome beaches, and some of the most stunning parks you've ever seen. But do you know Villages, Florida? A bustling retirement mecca in Central Florida that offers a seemingly endless variety of physical and social activities. Its clubs, pickleball, courts, golf courses, and 3, soon-to-be 4 town squares, coupled with its temperate to hot winter climate, make it a popular draw for those living in the northern states and Canada. But wait a minute, the Villages has a dirty little rumor that could offer more meaning to the slogan Florida's friendliest hometown than one might otherwise initially assume. Those rumors accuse the Villages of being a sexually charged hotbed of swingers that freely pass along STDs, making it the city with the highest rate of sexually transmitted diseases per capita in all of North America. We wanted to explore the validity of these rumors and figured the most likely place for this alleged promiscuity to originate would naturally be where the alcohol flows freely and the live music draws out one's inhibitions to dance like no one's watching. Visiting the town squares with its restaurants and bars seemed like a natural place to start. However, before we get onto the rumors, it is important to understand the dynamics of the squares and what they have to offer. One of the highlights of the Villages are its 3 town squares: Sumterlanding, Spanishsprings, and Brownwoodpaddock. In addition to each of the town squares having their own motifs, the squares also feature music nightly from 5 to 9 p.m. and this occurs 365 nights of the year. That's right, every single night of the year you can see live music. Happy hour in each square takes place every night from 5 to 6 p.m. and features 2 for 1 beer or wine during that hour. Now, if you think the villagers don't like discounted wine and beer, then you would be sadly mistaken. Just look at the amount of golf carts that are here at 4:55 p.m. The bands play 1 set per hour with typically a 15 to 20 minute break at the end of each set. The absence of the band, however, doesn't dissuade the crowd from continuing having a good time, with many people enjoying the house music pumped through the PA system at each intermission, and it certainly doesn't slow the dancing. In particular, the line dancers who seemingly are up doing their choreographed moves the entire night. And if you think dancing and the intense heat would force the dancers to pause to cool down, don't worry. They have that covered with their battery-operated handheld fans. The talent of the bands is unmistakable, performing the odd outlier song, but generally playing songs that appeal to the masses. Motown, classic rock, and old-time rock and roll comprise most band sets. The bands and the music have gotten better over the 15 years people have been coming here. Or perhaps the music that is being performed is coming closer to the music that the people know and enjoy. It is not just line dancing that is popular. However, as many of the villagers dance like there's literally no one watching. Enjoying life in the villages is what people do. So it stands to reason that people dance with no humility and at times reckless abandon. In fact, people here now recognize some of the same people year after year, gaining almost as much notoriety for their dancing as the bands that are performing. No doubt, dancing is something that keeps people here young. It's suppose one lives life to the fullest here in the villages, never knowing when they may be taking their last ride. The squares offer an abundance of restaurants with a variety of styles of dining: steakhouses like the Chophouse in Lake Sumter, seafood restaurants such as Bluefin and Brownwoodpaddock, or Italian like Red Sauce and Sumter. Some of the Roadhouse-style restaurants even have locations in more than one square. These would be such restaurants as Codys, RJgators, and World of Beers, to name a few. Each square features a theater, and in the case of Sumterlanding, the Old Mill Theater has been converted to a multi-event venue and features a host of events including live music. And at first of its kind in the Villages, the Lazy Mac Comedy Club. Every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. the theater features a free blues concert headlined by singer and blues guitarist Bobby Blockman. For those who have any exposure to the blues, they might think that Blackman got his moves from the legendary Buddy Guy. As mentioned earlier, there will soon be a 4th town square, known as Sawgrass Grove, and we are able to get some previews of what that town square will look like. We can't say with certainty what the motif is supposed to be. Sawgrass Grove features a life-size boxcar, a water tower similar to the one in Brownwoodpaddock, and what appears to be fake palms, which I assume will be lit up at night, as well as cases of full oranges. If I was a betting man, I would say this would be in homage to the Florida Orange production. Now getting back to the topic of swinging, one of the perpetually busy restaurants is CityFire, located in both Sumterlanding and Brownwoodpaddock. This restaurant provides great outdoor seating with TVs tuned to sports. The location in summer seems to always be packed no matter the time of day. We heard this was a pickup bar, and if there was ever any hint that this might be patrons. A friend of mine told me that this is the place where he sat several evenings listening to music and chatting with people on either side of him. However, never once he is in a position that he felt he is being hit on, let alone being propositioned for swinging. Now, on one occasion, he was even invited back to a couple's home who we had met a few days earlier. Admittedly, he couldn't tell if this was a friendly invite for some food and a glass of wine, or if in fact this was going to be the moment that he was propositioned to participate in a swinger session. Despite having some trepidations, he threw caution to the wind and accepted their offer. It turned out to be nothing more than what was proposed: a glass of wine, some finger food, and some great conversation. Now, I'm not sure why there is the wholesale opinion that the villages are full of swingers, unless of course they were talking about dancing in the squares. If that is the case, then I would wholeheartedly agree that there is indeed plenty of swinging going on in the villages. And that's our side of exploring the shocking truth of swingers in the Villages, Florida. Do you have any experience or story of swingers in the Village, Florida? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned for the next rumored dirty secret to be exposed here at Informed Traveler. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching.